Picks. I'm Tony T from Tony'sPicks.com. We're with you Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, doing live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time, get the best numbers, and of course, join us in the conversation in the chat room. Shout out there to Blake M. Good afternoon to you as well. So join the conversation. You may join the conversation there in our chat room. Just remind you of a few things. I'll let you know about our promo code. You can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Go ahead and get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys. You may post your picks in the comments. And of course, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, where we're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers. Get signed up to our long-term passes. Hot cappers like Ramon Scott, you can see this year, 6,860 units of profit. Hollywood Sam doing well. Ralph Raymond as well up there. Last 3 days, Colin's been the hottest capper on the site. Ralph a close second. Ramon in there with third. Tiffany, the past 7 days on absolute fire here. Nearly 2,000 units of profit. Sean doing well. Colin's up there. Tiffany yesterday with a good performance. Our GM, who wants to be called the VIP, he's up there with a good day. Go ahead, get signed up to our long-term passes. All right, let's go ahead and let's get game day picks ready for May 1st. And joining us today on the show will be Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, I'll get underway here with game day picks. We'll welcome in Mindy. I'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Catch her on the morning steam here Wednesday through Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll bring in Mindy right now. Mindy, how's it going?
Good. Happy May Day, Tony. I'm waiting for my flowers to arrive on my porch here soon. As soon as the grade school kids get home. That's
nice.
Usually how it happens.
Nice. May 1st, of course, ready to roll here with the baseball action today with Mindy. We go into Major League Baseball here with the Guardians and Yankees this evening here. The Yankees still favored here at minus 128, the total 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, you have two teams here sitting at almost identical records here. Statistically, Cleveland is 9-7 on the road, and the Yankees team is 9-7 at home. You have Quantrill here on the mound for the Guardians. He has 5 starts versus the Yankees' lifetime. Actually has no record, but a 3.38 ERA. He does have only 1 start in Yankee Stadium, where he did go 6 innings with 3 runs given up. Ramon, on the other hand, he is 2-1 versus this Guardians team in 6 career starts. Herman has given up the long ball here lately in this season, so he does have a 4.68 ERA. It's a little bit out of whack because of those long balls, but the good thing here is that Cleveland is actually 29th in home runs here this season. The only team worse is that woeful Nationals team, so it's one of those that maybe it's a perfect storm for Herman here to get back on track. This Yankees team is, having troubles on offense themselves, only averaging 3.31 runs here of offense over the last 5 games. But on the other hand, they do only give up 3.3 runs on defense here per game over the last 5. So today I'm betting on this total here staying under. I'm going under 8.5 here in today's game, Tony.
All right, Mindy says go under here. Yankees and Guardians under the 8.5 of runs. Yeah, not a lot of power on Cleveland. One thing with Herman is the strikeout ball has been great for him this season. His career high numbers in strikeouts, 31%. And of course, I think that looks good for Domingo Herman. Of course, the Cleveland lineup. Both lineups have had their struggles. No Stanton there. We've seen the Yankees struggle as well. Only one concern, I think your sweat out is this Quantrill's high contact, about 13% strikeout mark. That's something that, again, if he can get the ground balls a little higher, that might help him. But that strikeout rate is the only sweat I think in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of been, pitching a little bit better on the road. So that's another thing that maybe helps him a little bit here today. Also, if I take a look at this here, the bullpens are really good too, right? I mean, 2 pretty good ones. Guardians sitting at 3.27 ERA, 11 saves. The Yankees 2.93 ERA, only allowing 9 home runs against so far this season. So I think it might be, like I said, I kind of feel like maybe a perfect storm for Herman, going up a team where maybe his downfall is giving up the long ball, but he runs against a team that is not hitting the long ball here today. So yes, it is one of those that maybe it's going to be a little bit one-sided. Maybe Quantrill will give it up. He does have a little bit higher ERA right now, sitting at, it's a little bit over 4. But again, versus just this Yankees team, he sits at a 3.38 lifetime. So that is something where a lot of times you get used to. The Yankees lineup has been, I would say, for the most part, over the couple of years, pretty consistent. You've had Rizzo, Stanton, Judge, and stuff in there. So, I mean, it's one of those that you're kind of used to some of those guys, especially those that can really hurt you, in some of those innings. So, if I take a look at that, plus just over the last 10 games here, the under is 8-2 in the last 10 meetings between these two head to head here also. So still like the under today.
All right, we're using the sharpest book in the world. Mindy, you're on the sharp side. Look at the juice there on the under. Mindy here, Yankees, Guardians, under 8.5 runs. This one will have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. For today's action, of course, Mindy, great results on her best bets, 981 units of profit. It's all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can verify that over on our leaderboards there. You can also check out Leaderboards 2.0, where we go really in depth and detail with all the numbers here, spreads, money lines, best bets, $15 premiums. You can really go do your due diligence there and check out the results here at Leaderboard 2.0. Bottom of the homepage there, or just click the Who's Hot tab and you'll find that Leaderboard 2.0 there. All right, Mindy, we have still about 7 games remaining, with that game 2 coming up in this Mets and Atlanta game, which has turned into a slugfest today, as well as NBA and hockey. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I didn't see you. I guess it would be up there, but what's the score? I think
6-5.
Oh yeah, Ramon. He wanted the over in that game. So those of you guys that watched, the morning steam this morning, so far have gotten yourself a winner on that one if you backed Ramon's play there. So wow, that's pretty awesome. Way to get it started, Ramon. But yeah, it's for me today. I do have a best bet in there. Tony had kind of shown. Some of my plays there with my records for the best bet in there. I have an NHL guaranteed best bet. You don't want to miss this playoff game here today between the Rangers and the Devils. It's a good one, so make sure you check out that $15 best bet. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Also put together a Major League Baseball 3-pack for you to check out. And went ahead and put a multi-sport package together because I am in on the NBA, the NHL, and Major League Baseball today. So you might as well get that if you want to be in action in all of these sports here today. Again, these are our best bets. If you watch Ramon and I on the morning steam, we do sometimes hold back a couple of our favorites, right, to give to those paid subscribers. And that's what we hope that you guys will too. Sometimes take a look at if you're slumping or whatever it may be. Take a look at some of these premium picks to get you back on your feet here again. So looking forward to another good night of Major League Baseball. And I love the way that these hockey games have been going. I kind of root for the underdog sometimes, and that's what we got here so far.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Mindy Han over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll flash those best bet numbers for you right now. She's doing fantastic. We're on the best bet, 981 units of profit. I'll document over at Tony'sPicks.com. As Mindy was mentioning, she has her guaranteed 3-pack tonight here on baseball, or you can go multi-sport 5-pack, mix in NHL, NBA, and MLB. And of course, keep an eye on that best bet, NHL guaranteed best bet on the board right now from Mindy. Game 7 tonight, so you want to get on board with that. Or instead of buying the plays individually, really on a Monday, that 7-day pass is really good because that gives you a good full week of action. You can really assess Mindy here with that 7-day pass, get all of Mindy's premium plays for 7 days. That's MLB, NBA playoff action, as well as NHL, as we're now getting into the second round of NBA, and this is the last of the first round of the NHL. Then we get right into second round action tomorrow. So a good 7-day pass for you guys right there. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Then find the all cappers tab. You'll find Mindy there. Then click her name and you'll land right on her page. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you. Tony's Picks Mindy, which you control. And of course, we can find more content from you over on the Discord and another morning steam show in the archive.
That's right. My play, I got it out a little bit earlier today, so it's another play in Major League Baseball. You can check that out in the Twitterverse there. And again, make sure you go ahead and follow all of the cappers. So I'm out there, Tiffany, Ramon, I know for sure. Some other guys might have some too. You can take a look at Ben and Collins. I know that they sometimes go ahead and get their plays out there too. But yeah, make sure you go to at Tony's Picks Mindy and hit the follow button because you never want to miss any of these free plays that we give out. And then make sure you check Mindy and Ramon out on the morning steam every Wednesday through Monday. Tomorrow's the day off because, Mindy gets a little bit sleepy throughout the week. So I do need a day to recharge. So I appreciate the time and appreciate Ramon's efforts as well there. Because Ramon, he's a machine. Unlike myself, he could go 24 hours a day here, probably live, giving you more and more info. I think it's great that he can do that. Not my cup of tea. I have to work a little bit harder with coming up and putting numbers into a narrative form. So yeah, make sure you join us where we go over the full card, everything that you want to know about the NBA, the NHL, and MLB here this season. So morning steam, we've been on a roll. I think we maybe got off the yearly beat leaderboard, but we're ready to get back on that here today. So otherwise, we've been hitting on all cylinder steam or ready to get back after it here today. Again, had a great show on Sunday, had record viewership again, so we appreciate everyone coming and watching us live. We always get the replay views, but it's more fun to have all of you guys hanging out with us there for an hour or so. So we're having a great time. So we appreciate it. And then make sure you get in there on the Discord as well, where you can, get some more photos. You can go ahead and take a look at player props. We can look at same game parlays. We can look at just parlays. We can see what, the team Steam locks are here for the day as well. Plus Ramon still gives out his Steam. He's been giving you free plays. Been doing well in the alternate football universe there too. So we appreciate everyone's time. Totally free. Sign up. Don't forget.
That's right, guys. Sign up. You'll find the link there over in the chat for the Discord. So go ahead and guys get signed up over there on the Discord. It's hanging there in the chat room right now. So get signed up. All right, Mindy, as always, great having your show. To you that success and enjoy that day off. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
All right. Take care, Tony. We'll see ya.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time, get the best numbers, and of course, join the conversation in our chat. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Ramon updating us here on the in the chat room here is with the Yankee. Looks like Judge will not be in the starting lineup tonight against Cleveland. That looks to be the case there in the chat. Update from Ramon. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Speaking of Ramon himself, let's bring him in right now. Catch him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Top of leaderboards, top capper in the industry on these documented handicapping sites. 100 unit plus units of wager, sitting about over 6,700 units of profit. Last check, maybe 68 numbered. Who knows? Some of these tennis games come in greater. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, 2-1 over there in Madrid today with my tennis. Kudermetova come home for a winner. So clay courts are what I like. So that's why I'm starting to put more plays in tennis. I just think the clay, it's kind of, that wild card, a little bit more predictable, I would say, Tony. The players that are experienced on clay compared to those.
You ever played on clay?
No.
I played on clay courts in Torrance. There was a lot of clay courts over in the South Bay. Remember the South Bay used to host the Virginia Slims, right? That was the big back in the out that area. So yeah, clay court tennis is so much better. It's so much better. So it would have been if there was more clay courts out there, the tennis would be popular because it's so much better on your joints. Really fun to play. A lot more volley. The ball's slower. It's not that speed game, so there's more volleys. A lot more fun there. But anyway, we go to the National League game tonight between the Cubs and Nationals. Cubs favored here on the road. Total sits 8.
I'm going to clip this video and send it to the USTA because we have a tennis problem in this country, Tony, believe it or not. So anyway, let's get into this one tonight with the Cubs and Washington. Tony, I hope I'm not taking up time on your show and wasting our time. The weather's pretty bleak, but the schedule's pretty light. So I had to pick a game, had premiums that I'm working on, and free plays I'm giving out. This is what I'm left with. This is my play, no doubt, but the rain is a major factor in this one, showing it is going to be raining, certainly in Washington tonight. Temperatures will start off in the mid to low 50s and could dip below 50 by the end of the game. It might be a struggle to get this one in. We saw Washington miss a game already this past weekend in that series with the Bucks, and they back on Friday, I believe it was, and they came back and lost a game 16-1 on Saturday, part of a doubleheader. Washington did beat Pittsburgh 7-2 on Sunday, 7 runs in the first 3 frames, and picked up their 10th win of the season. For me today, Tony, in this one, as they open a 4-game set, will be the pitching matchup with Drew Smiley and Mackenzie Gore, a couple of left-handers here who've been excellent so far this season. Smiley, maybe people are characterizing him a little bit as a guy who is taking to that Wrigley Field mound. He's not a guy that is going to whiff a lot of guys. Does play to contact. It's working out pretty good so far for Smiley after a bad start. He's lower ERA of 1.54 in his last 3 starts, but an xFIP of 4.29. Tony points that out quite frequently. Your expected fielding independent, meaning he's given up contact. His BABIP is a little bit high, so a little bit of luck so far. Maybe I'll just call it crafty. I mean, Smiley is proven here, the 30-year-old, to be a pitcher who is able to work around some situations now and then, particularly at home so far. That's where he's looked really good. Hitters are batting just 198 against Smiley so far. Lost to the Padres in his last start, but there was a bullpen and their 4 ERA that kind of gave it up in that one. So Cubs, after that hot streak, if you will, has kind of propelled them to this good record so far, or a 500 record, but only because of their recent slump. They got off to a better start. They've lost 7 of their last 10 games and 4 of their last 5. They were swept out by the Marlins on Sunday. They went just 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position and left 8 men stranded. Now, the Cubs are pretty good hitting against left-handed pitching, but in Mackenzie Gore, who, well, quite frankly, Tony, he was the key part of the trade for Juan Soto, and he's outperformed Soto so far. I can promise you that. I think Padre fans would still take the trade, but Gore was a guy that really was going to be the guy for the Padres eventually through their ranks as he moved up. Never quite made it to solid status with the team. Maybe his arrival actually is on time compared to other pitchers, but maybe a little late compared to how long the Padres had him, developed him, and tried to get him to the major leagues. It just didn't work out. So Gore's 3-1 with a 3 ERA last start against the Mets. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts. His K rate, excellent, Tony, over 30%. He induces ground balls, definitely in the top 15% of pitchers in key metrics, maybe even the top 10% in left-handers in their key metrics. His curve, very, very solid. That's been the key in his final development here to the major leagues, is a much improved curveball that comes in with a little velocity as well. So Gore might be the reason why, well, he is the reason why I'm going to be on Washington in this game. The Cubs have only been favorites of, it says $1.29 there. I think most of the square shops will have it $1.30 or more. We're working off of a pretty solid book here on the graphics, but really for the Cubs, this is only the 4th time they've really been a favorite of this high so far this season. You think of the Cubs, you think they maybe favored a little more, but not necessarily yet has that been the case. So I think it's a tough spot for the Cubs, actually, considering the way they're playing right now. Now, Washington, they've got to get the bats together, certainly. It hasn't been terrific for them so far with a 10-17 record, but especially with going up against Smiley here, Washington can have some woes against left-handers as well, but I'm going to take this lineup today, plus a run and a half at minus 140. Basically backed on Mackenzie Gore is going to be able to get him through at home. I do think, weather permitting, Tony, that's definitely an issue in this game. But I'm going to take the Nationals, plus the run and a half at minus $1.40 today.
All right, Ramon, here on the Nationals, get the run and a half at home here against the Cubs. Yeah, both pitchers pitch well. Of course, the sweat here will be how these teams are hitting left-handers, right? Cubs are hitting lefties pretty well. So are the Nationals, though. They've been hitting the left-handers. I did give the edge a bit here to this bullpen here for the Cubs, but not very much, though. Nationals bullpens have had their struggles, but not as bad as last season, though.
Yeah, Cubs right now, bullpen ERA of 4. That's kind of middle of the road so far. They picked up just 3 saves so far this season. They've been okay, but like I said, they did cost them the game last time that Smiley was pitching against San Diego. So just less trustworthy of the Cubs on the road. So I think this lineup tonight can be okay, especially at the top of the lineup with Colin Garcia for Washington. Meneses has been hot and cold, but Candelario made some good contact yesterday, had a pretty good game as Washington jumped on top of the Bucks yesterday for that 7-2 win. So I don't have the Cubs really overwhelming at this point, and Nationals, maybe this is where they belong as far as their standing, sitting in last place. But again, a lot for me is based on this man, Mackenzie Gore, who to me looks like he has finally reached that major league potential. I believe that, sure, this is probably a pretty darn good start. I mean, he's 3-1 with a 3 ERA for the Nationals. So I do believe this pitcher will continue to get better. Whether or not he can replicate these numbers all season with this team, maybe that's not the case. But when you see the metrics as solid as they are, Tony, you like to point it out all the time on your show. His K rate, this is excellent, man. 31.5%. 50% ground ball. This is what Tony talks about. This is among the best in the league right now. Whether or not it's sustainable, that's to be seen. But this is the pitcher we were expecting here, in San Diego. I say here in San Diego. I'm a San Diegan lifelong, even if I'm here in Las Vegas. But that's what the Padres were expecting to get. And credit to Gore, in his development. Did take a little bit longer, but right now, not a fluke as far as what was expected of this man's career when he got here. And, whether or not he can sustain it this well, that may be yet to be seen. But I think we are going to see a top-notch left-handed pitcher moving forward for several years. This is where his career path has taken him, and he'll be a solid starter in the league for many.
I know Padres fans are thinking, why couldn't you send Snell?
Yeah, obviously, different points in their career. Certainly have to, give up a piece to get a piece. And like I said, Gore was a guy that all Padres fans were watching his development in the minor leagues, and it just took too long for him to finally get there to the major leagues. And the Padres are going to make a move, in that big blockbuster deal. Hey, Washington looks like they got themselves a real starting pitcher, and that's what this franchise needs moving forward, especially with their guys sidelined. Certainly, never know if we'll see my man Steven Strasburg. He'll be on that mound again, believe me, eventually with his determination. But whether or not he could ever be the man, I'm not so sure.
All right, Ramon here. Nationals take the run and a half, minus 140 against the Cubs. This one to have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Look at the numbers here, 6,860 units of profit. Document over at Tony'sPicks.com. Top handicapper in the industry. Not just the Tony's Picks industry, because you're not going to find a multi-capper site that documents cappers legitimately using a 100-unit wager with these type of numbers. You're just not going to see it anywhere. Right now, Ramon, top industry leading handicapper 2023 right now. He's at Tony'sPicks.com. Around the universe, you won't find better numbers. All right, Ramon, today we got NBA 2 on the board. NHL Game 7. Still 7 on the board here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Gosh, do I need to say more, Tony? Thank you so much to be on your channel as you approach another milestone with viewers, and for you to say those kind words. That's what I was looking for when I joined Tony's Picks. Put solid numbers up and get accolades from Tony T. So thank you very much, sir. Yeah, we're in the playoffs tonight, and that's where I'm going with it. 3-pack in the playoffs, 2 games in the NBA, 1 in the NHL. Pick it up. It's a 3-pack for just $30. See what Tony's talking about. It's not hype. I go in there and pick these plays every day. Handicapping here with a bunch of computers, a bunch of monitors, a bunch of notes, a little bit old school, a little bit new school, and here I am. And I got that 3-pack for $30 right there. It's my featured play in the major leagues, or in the professional sports today. The NBA playoffs tonight, getting ready for that game 1. A little bit tough luck for the Sixers in the injury department. We'll see what happens. Also, Phoenix and Denver in that game 2 tonight. And yes, game 7. Rangers, Devils. We saw the excitement yesterday. NHL knows how to put up a great product, excitement, and that's what you'll get tonight with the Rangers and the Devils. Pick up my 3 plays tonight, $30 over at Tony'sPicks.com. See what the hype is about. I'll also come at you with it might be a 1 play, it might be 3 plays. Tony, I've seen these lineups start to come out, so I'm interested in some of these baseball games. But again, I see the weather too here. And look at this one. Mindy was talking about it. Yeah, we went on the show. We're team steam a little bit on the Braves run line with Mindy. I gave out the over. And, this is a doubleheader. So just mention it. I gave out the over in game 2 as well. And Mindy's on the Braves in game 2. So a little bit of a tease there in game 2. Just throw that out there since this is a doubleheader today with Atlanta and the Mets trying to make up for lost time over the weekend. Talk about that weather. So at least they're a little bit north of the Washington game tonight. They've stayed dry, so maybe we can get this set in here that I had mentioned. So pick up those other packages, 7-day, 3-day, 30-day. I'm seeing a lot of activity with the subscribers picking up these long-term packages. That's better when you're with me because I'm dealing in a lot of different sports. I'm dealing in heavier volume. It's not effective really to get as many of these packages. Yeah, you'll get a sample of it. You get the write-ups. That's the key. So I think what happens, people go in there and see that taking time to put in a little bit of a preview as to why I think certain things will happen. Sometimes the write-up is right on, Tony, and the result isn't there. That's always a bummer for handicappers. We know that, but always try to give about 4 paragraphs or so on why I have a particular side in the game with a little bit of breakdown. So not only do you get the picks, but you get a little bit of information moving forward. You will learn a little bit of handicapping tendencies when you follow my picks. You'll also keep up to date on the teams because really handicapping a lot of times is about the news cycle as well and being ready for winning streaks and losing streaks and whatnot. So consider picking up these 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, even the yearly pass. We'll have a lot of fun together, a lot of picks. You're able to deal in some high volume and get on a real winning streak. That's what I specialize in. Sometimes I just had, a little run here where I'm barely treading water above 500, and then boom, we hit you with a big winning streak, and there we are going up to the next milestone, and that's where we're headed. Got to get to Mr. 7,000, Tony. Why not? I spent half the weekend up there, and then, well, you saw some of these bullpens, what happened with the teams, but we'll straighten it out in Major League Baseball. We're only in April. We're in May, whatever. We're on May 1st, so just 1 month into the season, and it'll be a great summer of action. Hang out with me there. You also have a baseball package. You just want the baseball, a little bit less expensive than the other sports. We know we're just down to the playoffs. We only got a couple games a day to talk about in the professional in the team sport with basketball and baseball, basketball and hockey. So we wrapping up those before you know it. We'll be in for a good 2 or 3 months of baseball action, waiting for football to get here. So hop on board with these long-term packages with me over at Tony's Picks.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. We put the numbers up here for 2023, 6,860 units of profit, all documented over at Tony's Picks. And of course, Ramon for today's action in there with his 3-pack today, mixing his NBA and NHL up there on a 3-pack. So get on board instead of buying the plays individually, as Ramon was talking about. You go longer term. We have a 3, 7, or 30-day pass, and the way Ramon's running, you may consider that 1 month all sports pass. Get all Ramon's premium plays here for 30 days. That would include all his NBA playoffs. That's all the NHL playoffs. That will get you through the third round of the postseason with those playoffs, with those passes right to the championships. End of early, just the start of June there with that 1 month pass. All his baseball for 30 days. Don't forget Ramon with those peripheral sports. He's also looking at tennis. We're heating up now, so we're getting the majors coming up here in the tennis. So that's also part of the 30-day pass, as well as UFC. When there's a UFC card, Ramon will have plays for you as well. And of course, also may delve into Bellator. So there you go. Maybe some soccer, European soccer, maybe some MLS, maybe some MX. You don't know what you're going to get from Ramon sometimes, because he knows he comes from a border town, so he knows his border. He knows his sports south of the border too. So there's a lot of action you may get from Ramon here with that 1 month pass. You'll save $66 when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cowboys tab and you'll land right on his page. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, there's more content from you over on your Twitter account we put together for you for Tony's Picks. Tony's Picks Ramon, a Twitter account for Ramon here for the site. He has control of it, so he controls whatever goes up there. It's all going to be related to his handicapping, not only his picks, what he's offering. So check him out there. More content from you on the morning steam, another show in the archive for today, covering all pro sports, and of course more. Of course, you're also in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter machine at Tony's Picks Ramon. I'll pick out a good game tonight and kind of tease that playoff package. Maybe I'll find another play in Major League Baseball if I can. Running out of plays here, and I haven't even got to the premium yet, but we'll find another something for you there at Tony's Picks Ramon. Send out another free play and, kind of tease those packages. Certainly, you can follow me there at Tony's Picks Ramon. Also, I have embedded plays up on the site. They're both in Major League Baseball today. Follow my sponsor pick. We got a pick for you today in one of the late games, and also that the sponsor plays in the Padre game tonight. So look that one up here on the website at Tony'sPicks.com is the only place where you'll find those in the sponsor pick, and also the leaderboard pick, where I talk about how great our handicappers are doing. Our leaderboard pick today, that play comes to you in the game between the Giants and the Astros. So more free picks from Ramon Scott here at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Check it out there. You see the video right there. Making money for that lady right there every day, putting money in your pocket with the free plays, and you get on board with my premium pick selections as well. That's what you should be doing. Put all of our packages together. Mindy and I and the Morning Steam team had a pretty good weekend. Sunday was a bummer, but Friday and Saturday pretty solid. We're taking our day off tomorrow. No Morning Steam on Tuesday, back on Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, with more morning steam. Mindy and I will bring you all the action for Wednesday. A little bit something we're doing, Tony, to help subscribers to the morning steam, give them a little something extra, since the information that we give out is free, but we know we still have subscribers to the package. So Mindy and I are trying to get together, and for those subscribers, give them a little something extra on those Tuesdays. Mindy and I getting together, at least sharing our plays, so we can give the subscribers something on that dark day. So makes it a little bit more beneficial when you subscribe to the packages, because certainly, really, we just are rehashing our plays from the morning steam and selling them out there. People who are busy, can't watch the show, or have no interest in the show, just want the winners of Team Steam, which is actually Mindy and I in our chat. But Mindy and I get together now in the late Monday, early Tuesday, and get a package together for those subscribers, so they don't miss out on Mindy and I's consensus picks. We're using our consensus picks over for part of the package now on Tuesdays. So even though there's no morning steam, if you do subscribe to the Team Steam package, you will get plays on Tuesday. So it gives us a little bit of an opportunity to give a little bit of an exclusive feature to those packages, which were really just basically free picks from the show. So that's what you're getting a little bit more when you subscribe to the Morning Steam over at Tony'sPicks.com. So lots of things going on here. We got more things in store for our viewers, for our chat in the Discord. More things going on here at Tony's Picks. You're going to be surprised by the time where our site is. Probably come football season, we'll have more fun for you, more things to, keep you informed in the world of sports betting and help you win here with Tony'sPicks.com.
Absolutely, guys. So check out Ramon here over on the sponsored video pick. You just click that Premium Pips tab right there, and you'll find the Ramon's handicapper pick up here. And then of course you'll find the sponsored pick here over on the homepage. When you go to Tony'sPicks.com, you just scroll by the pick ticker, and you'll be able to find that as well. So more content here on these embedded videos here from Ramon over on the site. So go ahead and check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find more content there right here for the sponsored video pick there as well near the pick ticker. So go ahead and get signed up. And remember, it's Ramon. It's Tony's Picks Ramon to get the account there, to get Ramon's Twitter account. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. And don't forget, you'll find him over on the Discord as well. All right, Ramon, as always, we're having a show. Reminder, on Tuesdays, Ramon's rundown, since there's no morning scene, we'll have a rundown of Ramon, a pick from every program on the board. So tune in Tuesday, 15 baseball. We've got NBA, some NHL, round 2 series beginning. So make sure the Tuesdays you tune in for Ramon's rundown here. We'll run down every game in a rapid fashion here. Since there's no morning steam, Ramon we'll get his content out for him. So we'll let him do it here on Game Day Picks. All right, Ramon, as always, we're having a show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. We'll see you then.
You got Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us to get the plays in real time and join this conversation like we've seen Blake today, Darren Laren. We appreciate your contributions as well. All right, let's continue here on Game Day Picks. It's time now here for my play. So let me get my game card up for you right now. We're going here to the NBA. Tonight, let me see where we put this. I've got so many new buttons here on my console here. Let me see where we have my full game odds here. Tony's full odds. Here we go. 76ers and the Celtics tonight. Boy, this line has moved around here. I saw in 10 at the sharpest book in the world when we started the show. It moved to 9, and then it's come back to 9.5, and that's where I'm at actually here with the 76ers here, plus 9.5 here against the Boston Celtics. As we know, here in this one, we know the situation with Embiid. It looks very doubtful with that soreness in the knee. It doesn't look like he'll be giving it a go. But again, the Celtics did play well without Embiid in the postseason. And one thing with these 76ers, they are playing, their pace of play has been very slow. They've averaged just 90 possessions per 48 minutes. Celtics about mid-pack. I think we're going to see the 76ers continue to play at that slow pace, and I think that's going to help cover this number here of 9.5. So we'll look at this 9.5 number here with this Philadelphia 76ers. Remember, they swept Brooklyn. This team has a lot of rest. So does the Celtics. Celtics coming in with a lot of rest as well. But again, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I saw so far in that first round here from this Philadelphia 76ers team. They have been making the three-point shots. Remember, Embiid's not much of a three-point shooter. They're shooting over 40% in the playoffs from beyond the arc. That's something to look out for as well. A plus 12 net rating as well for the Sixers means not that they're scoring, but they're also defending. I know Embiid was a part of that, but remember, that game 4 victory there by the Philadelphia 76ers, that meant something to me. You know that they were able to sweep them without Embiid. So we'll take the points here at plus the 9.5. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. 4 premiums on the board for me right now. I've got a 3-pack right now with 2 NBA as well as 1 from Major League Baseball in a 3-pack. Also a best bet up there for me right now in a 3-pack over at Tony's Picks. So go ahead and get signed up if you would, as we'll refresh this page so you can see what I got up there. There we go. The best bet, that's my $15 premium play up there right now. That is from Major League Baseball. And then I have a standalone 3-pack with 2 NBAs and a Major League Baseball there. There we go with my 3-packs for today. So 4 premiums on the board for me today. Also, you can scroll and find my long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to my handicapper page, make that purchase, and don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save that 20% off. All right, let's continue here on Game Day Picks. Before we get to the recap, let's take a look at the scores right now. Still underway. The Mets are out now in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th inning now with the Braves still holding on to that 9-7 lead. Mets pushed across 2 runs in that 7th on an error. Looked like a double play ball, but with the bases loaded, a wide throw, 2-runner score here for New York. So New York's gotten closer here, 9-7 here. Top the Atlanta batting now with 1 out, nobody on in this one. So we'll keep it. So there you go with your baseball, and the rest of the games here will be coming up shortly with the remainder of the 7-game card. All right, let's get to the recap the plays from the show today. We had Mindy here on Yankees, Guardians under 8.5. Ramon took the Nationals plus 1.5, minus 140 against the Cubs. I'll be on the Sixers at plus 9.5. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of Game Day Picks. Guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring in our cappers from Tony's Picks and look up their plays in real time. So be sure to like, subscribe, set notifications so we're live. You're live with us to get the plays in real time. And don't forget, on Tuesdays, it's Ramon's Rundown, a play from every game on the board from Major League Baseball, NBA, and NHL with Ramon's Rundown on Tuesdays here on Game Day Picks, where there's no morning steam, but Ramon will come in and give out a play on every game. So guys, make sure you tune in for that. All right. A little site updates. I am going to have a video shoot with Tim Irwin, top of the hour. It will be recorded, so it won't be live, but we'll have some NBA from Tim for tomorrow as well. So we're getting to the cappers contributing here with more picks for you here on the show. All right, that's going to do it here for our Game Day Picks show. We're going to go ahead and bring in our cappers from today and go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.